You are entering the Weather Information Zone, brought to you by Coolray Cooling and Heating. The Whiz, home of the Whizometer.
Pretty easy to see the severe weather that's on the way. It's lining up all the way from Texas through Arkansas, through Tennessee, and all the way up into the Ohio Valley with these scattered showers and thunderstorms with pockets of severe weather and the possibility of an isolated tornado. Now, it'll be several hours before it moves into Alabama and eventually into Georgia, and the timing of it is going to be very similar. We're talking about overnight, so maybe one of the things you can invest in with your family is maybe a weather radio. Make sure there's a battery in it so you can be kept up to date when you're sleeping if any bad weather moves in your direction. But lining up very nicely as far as what the predictions were out and now what it's showing across the board. Let's show you the big picture, and I want to show you something else too. Remember the line of storms that moved through Memphis yesterday? Here it is, and as it moved through our area, it weakened because of the capping in our atmosphere. What that means is a little bit more stable atmosphere, so anything moving in our direction got knocked down. That could be our only saving grace tomorrow, would be if this line that's developing back to our west moves a little bit closer and maybe losing a little bit of steam as it moves into some of the higher elevation and maybe a little bit cooler air as it gets here around midnight. But once again, it's better to err on the side of getting ready for this event because, as we mentioned before, greatest potential for tornadoes that North Georgia has seen in quite some time. Those words from the National Weather Service. So we'll play it up like that. Here it is by 2 p.m. The showers and thunderstorms moving into northwest Georgia. Here's the line kind of developing at 10 p.m. across much of the North Georgia. You know what you're not seeing, though, is that classic line or that squall line of bad weather as it's moving through the metro. So we'll watch it closely because it could emerge as a severe squall line as it moves through Atlanta, maybe by 2 a.m. and then by 3 and 4 beginning to clear, moving to the eastern part. You folks in Henry County and Athens, heads up for the early morning hours of Thursday, and then by Thursday and Friday it's out of here. Why all the tornadoes? That's a good question. A lot of experts are debating what could be happening. Maybe a strong La Nina, which means a contrast between cold and dry from the north, warm and humid from the south, and a strong cold front giving us the potential for tornadoes this season and certainly maybe for tomorrow as well. Here's the way it shapes up in the 5-day forecast. Accounting for some showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, maybe severe overnight into Thursday, 72, and then it moves out quickly, leaving us behind a pretty nice looking weekend. But once again, some very nervous and severe weather times moving in our area beginning tomorrow afternoon, better chance tomorrow night.
Of course.